Da bin ich. Mit der zweiten Folge Slay the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Kommt mir bekannt vor
You're
schon mal.
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Also ich glaube, das hier scheint ja jetzt so eine Art neuer Loop zu sein, in dem ich jetzt eben versuchen muss, irgendwas ganz anderes zu machen. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la Revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Alles wie gehabt bis jetzt.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ja, das wäre schon mal die erste Möglichkeit, dass ich das nicht nehme. Aber jetzt habe ich ja schon gesagt, Viva la Revolution.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Ja, selbst mit ist es eine Challenge. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Probably,
Her
ja.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives
Damn
it
it.
away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
I
We
get
should
it.
Drop it.
We should drop it. Okay.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Das hatten wir schon mal, goddammit. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting.
Sie wird jetzt bestimmt voller Angst sein.
She squints back.
Oh no!
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Maybe. Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder.
That's what I said.
So does she.
Damn it.
At least nobody's dying right now.
Ja, gut.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
And Stanley entered the broom closet. Was? Ich darf nicht mehr squinten, also... Weiß ich nicht. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Sie wird mich eher würgen oder irgendwas. Aber okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Ja, ich weiß nicht, ob ich das hier face-to-face nennen würde, aber okay.
We'll be fine.
Mhm.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Kann ich jetzt den Narrator ansprechen? I have been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Also spricht sie jetzt... Sie spricht jetzt entweder alle meine verschiedenen Geisteszustände an oder einfach nur den Narrator. Da bin ich mir nicht sicher. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Fuck you, man.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Hat sie keinen Spiegel hier unten? Also...
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Deflect, oh, Nee. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. Naja.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though?
Ah, da habe ich nicht dran
Reasons
gedacht.
for thinking I was dangerous? Wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Ja, das haben wir schon hinter uns.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Naja.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Mhm.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Argumentiert er jetzt so, weil ich Viva la Revolution gesagt habe? Ich glaube nicht, aber... How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Good answer.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Ich glaube, ich sollte ihr den Kopf abtrennen, so wie sie redet. Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Na endlich.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once...
Barricading. Oh Mann. Und dann auch noch schräg, so... Okay. Also, niemand hier hat irgendwie Ahnung, wie man Sachen sicher wegschließt.
Okay. We can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Ja.
No, it doesn't.
Oh boy. Ignore her and go to sleep. Ja gut, das machen wir.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Ja, so funktioniert das, genau.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Warte mal, die Tür, die geht nach innen auf? Oder ist das außen? Das ist eine tiefe philosophische Frage, die ich so jetzt nicht einfach beantworten kann. Aber auf jeden Fall hat der Tisch einen absoluten Fick gebracht.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hey, no problem.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Ist sie ein Sleep Paralysis Demon oder so?
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass das irgendeine Rule 34 Voice Actorin ist.
She steps closer,
Hot.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
The cocking will now commence.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Ja, ich bin also irgendein Reptil.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
What a good love story.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Das klingt nicht gut.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yes.
You're here to slay her.
Yes. Oh boy. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Der Paranoide,
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Ach. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Ja.
She will lie.
Ja.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin. Mal gucken, wie viel Text sich noch wiederholen wird in dem ganzen Let's Play. Wahrscheinlich sehr viel.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got now, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Dann muss ich jetzt wahrscheinlich wieder mit dem Spiegel interagieren. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall.
Ja.
There isn't much to see here.
Ja.
What are you talking about? This
Ja.
isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yes.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
How worthless, okay. Also, ich glaube, ich hatte ja gesagt, wir sind dann vielleicht jedes Mal auch irgendwie eine andere Art von Monster oder Held. Aber nee, wir scheinen immer dieselbe irgendwie Echse zu sein. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ja, ja.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Dann müssen wir einfach nur das Messer werfen und dann gewinnen wir. Wow. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
Ja, sie scheint eine Art von Geist zu sein in dem Zustand.
It'll be enough.
Ich kann also einfach die Treppe benutzen oder runterspringen. Ja, dann besiegen wir jetzt schnell mal die Four Kings. Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Fehlt mir wohl ein gewisser Ring. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
Ja.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Jetzt ist der Narrator schon genervt von mir. Das ist aber nicht nett.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Oh, decisions in video games.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Mhm.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Mhm. Rechts sehe ich auf jeden Fall Augen. Gehe ich rechts? Go right.
You turn to the right.
Hm. Yes.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Ah, my legs.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Sagt die Puppe, die anscheinend auch schon ein bisschen gebrochen ist.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Ist das hier die beste Line im gesamten Spiel? Vielleicht. Wer weiß.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs.
Das ist gut. Das gefällt mir.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Oh boy.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. 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 Nerves. Heart.
Okay, es sind überraschend viele Optionen, um sie nicht zu töten. Slay the Princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Sie ist also kein Geist, okay.
We did it. We actually did it.
Easy.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I can be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Ja, sehen wir noch.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stares back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Okay.
She falls
Dead.
to the ground, liver unmoving. Nerves, heart. Oh, I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here, right?
Nee, wahrscheinlich, weil es jetzt keine Treppen mehr gibt.
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Ich habe eine Idee.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Vielleicht hatte ich deswegen so viele Optionen, um ihr zu sagen, ey, lass uns mal hier rausgehen. Wahrscheinlich muss ich das machen und sie dann abstechen.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
Writing.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
Ja, das Messer haben wir noch.
What do you mean?
Knife.
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Ja, nicht direkt, nee, aber ja.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
Good point.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out.
Use it. Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
It's all about trust. I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
What are we doing? Take the blade from the body.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Painting. A beautiful picture. Slay yourself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Chapter 3, The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Voice of the Cold.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
Ja, da sind die Gameplay-Hints.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
Ja, aber das wird ihn nicht davon abhalten, in den ganzen anderen Folgen es immer wieder gleich anzufangen, aber okay.
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included.
War das beim ersten Run nicht auch so, dass ich sie rauslassen musste? Ich glaube schon.
Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, all right?
Oh. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
Okay.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
See what I care. Das habe ich, glaube ich, so noch nie gehört. Okay.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror?
What mirror, etc.
The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Also ich verstehe ja, dass es eine Art von Time Loop Game ist, aber dass jedes Mal dieselben Plot-Elemente immer wieder aufgedrungen werden, ist ein bisschen nervig.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
Der Paranoide sieht den Spiegel also auch nicht.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
This is
clean.
it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
Ich mag den Paranoiden.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Whoops.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Die sind aber nicht crooked.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Oh no.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it. Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Ich wundere mich gerade, dass unser Held so ein haariges Bein hat.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition. Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
Writing in video games.
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You left me in a basement and then you killed me.
Yeah, and?
Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Bitches always be taking my body. Struggle?
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Okay.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Ja, gut möglich.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Dann müssen wir uns ja nur noch selbst abstechen vielleicht.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this. We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin.
Ja.
Were we?
Yes.
I was.
Mayhaps.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me. And I don't feel refreshed, even to the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
Ja, das kommt hin.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You would dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Das ist jetzt tatsächlich schwierig. Aber wenn der Paranoide das vorschlägt, muss es ja gut sein. Throw your body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Star Fox.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I gave you so many terrible things to you.
Glaube ich nicht.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it!
Bin ich mir nicht sicher.
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should be better punching to your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me.
Wer ist jetzt weg? Das habe ich jetzt nicht verstanden. Oh. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. Ich habe das Gefühl, das war alles richtig, was ich getan habe.
What's happening in me?
Perish. Ja! But you don't answer her before she's gone and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her?
Das hatten wir schon mal.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared, this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Can't even trust ourselves.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Immer noch dasselbe Bild. Oder? You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Sounds good. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Zweite Option ist interessant. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Ich bin mir nicht sicher, was damit gemeint ist.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own.
Ah,
They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
das ist sehr gut. Das bedeutet, ich kann nicht aus Versehen nochmal denselben Weg nehmen. Das ist sehr gut für meinen Let's Play-Content. So viele Optionen. Okay, zweimal dieselbe Option, aber einmal mit Thank you und einmal mit Why. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Hmm.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've heard them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you fucking die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ich würde sagen, das reicht. Bye.